My name is Joey Pianik. I'm from Bethel, Connecticut. I play outside linebacker. And I chose to play at Bentley because I thought I could get the best education here as opposed to other places. And financially, they helped me out a lot. Yeah, I played a lot of sports growing up. In high school, I played lacrosse and track.
My name is McKay Lowry. I'm from Poplarville, Mississippi. I play quarterback. Played at a few different Division I universities, but I've ended up at Bentley. I got here the second semester, and I came because I love the coaching staff, and I have a few friends on the team that really love it.
So I'm John Wheeler. I'm a junior here at Bentley. I play attack. I'm from Scarborough, Maine, and I chose Bentley because of the high academic standards, as well as wanted to play lacrosse because I just love the sport. I've been playing it my whole life and wanted to continue.
Everybody gets along pretty well. I always feel comfortable on campus. I just love going to seasons and seeing everybody. That's like my time for social, time with the guys. Everybody's awesome.
Though we have 85 plus kids, it's a group that has a lot of solidarity, a brotherhood type aspect, a real familial feel, the team, the no man left behind type attitude I think resonates strong with our group.
Overall, I think we have a very close group. It's tough in college because you get like a new group of people like every year. So to mesh well that we have at Bentley is definitely unique and something that's like special to the lacrosse team. And that's really the key to a good lacrosse team is that you have that dynamic team aspect and you can trust like each other on and off the field.
People who just want to be the best people they can be. People who go out and work hard, both in the classroom and on the field. I just think about how some of the best football players I've ever met are the hardest working people I've ever met, and how I can see that translate to the classroom as well sometimes.
The sport itself is being under attack because due to the safety concerns over it. But I think the overall culture, it's no different compared to any other sport. There's a lot of good values and different aspects of culture from football that are similar to any other sport. So when people like attack football for whatever, like I played football for about 8 years. Well, actually no less, probably around 6 years. And some of those lessons I learned from football and from the people that played with me and still play like in college and stuff are very similar, as the culture is also similar. I think the lacrosse culture is kind of like, common stereotype is obviously that it's an upper income sport, usually at the prep level. But I feel like overall that stereotype is going to be less and less true due to the fact that lacrosse is a growing sport. There are still a lot of programs or even like states that don't play it yet. So as you see these next couple, like 10 years, you'll definitely see more of, I guess, like going against the stereotype, where you'll see athletes come out of either low-income areas or places like that to be like these top players and play at these top programs. The typical lax bro, he's somebody that wears, a lacrosse pinning out with these wild shorts. He's usually bringing a stick, to the beach or anywhere like that.
I would describe the culture as up and coming, newer. It's kind of regional, and the whole country does not play the sport. High-paced, fast game with good athletes. To answer your question about lax bro, I think laid back, long hair, upper class, white kid.
I describe a lax bro as kind of preppy. Unfortunately, that's a stereotype I also had to live with when I played in high school. And even the coaches kind of keep the stereo alive in a way, at least in my high school they did, because they would call the football players who played lacrosse, they would call us football players who played lacrosse. They wouldn't actually call us lacrosse players because they thought we were just more aggressive and rough than the other guys and had less skill, and sometimes that wasn't the case.
I be myself to the best of my ability, and I think that alone will, combat, whatever stereotypes folks may have of football players. There is a stereotype though, and I think there's a reason for that. Any stereotype has an origin, and it's unfortunate, but there's some truth to the stereotypes. And I think that that changes from campus to campus or team to team. But as a group, I think we do a pretty nice job combating those stereotypes.
I really hate when people say that football players are incapable of being smart, because I think that if we were able to get into Bentley with the same credentials that everybody else did, how does that make us any less smart than anybody else here? Personally, I also hate that they think we're violent people outside of the field. I've been taught from a very young age that to be the nicest person off the field, be the meanest on the field. And I think it's easy to turn the switch on and off, but I hate how the media can blow up instances like Ray Rice where he abused his wife and just blow it up everywhere. And I think people see that and they just think every football player is that way, when there's hundreds of thousands of people who behave the right way off the field and they don't get the same credit. It's sad how these stars can be focused on, whereas stars like Tom Brady and other people are doing the right things all the time and they never get credit for it. I mean, that's just how media is, though. It's like the news. You never see many good things happen on the news. They report fire only. I've heard that term a lot, where they like to focus on the negative and it gets them more views, so they're just going to put whatever out there that's going to make them the most money and get them the most views, when sometimes that isn't the best thing for groups of people.